Greetings and salutations, my name is JW608, and today I am playing Starmade, and we are in dev build version 0.201.036, with an FPS of 37. Alright, actually that doesn't really matter, the FPS, but anyway. I am back in my weapons testing platform, my larger one. Just a reminder, there are 900 modules of cannon, missile, and beam, 900 each, and 1,000 secondary for each. And beams appear to be working again, although I just clicked once since I started. I haven't tried anything without you. But check this out. Yeah, the beams glow. That's cool. Alright, anyway. Let's see what happens when I shoot something with it. Let's do a plate test. If you recall, this is my armor plate. It is just standard armor, no shields, no nothing. And it is 100 by 100 by 1. And it is in plates. There's a plate of it, there's a single gap, a plate, a 5-block gap, a plate, a 5-block gap. This is testing to see what it does for holes in armor, things like that. Alright, 900 modules of just straight beam, and 3, 2, 1... Oh, look at that! I don't know if you can see that as well as I can. But did you see it? It like, shot one, and then as beam works now, it shoots one and moves on to the next one. Moves on to the next one. It was like a coil pattern. Let's see if I can... And fire, then look at it like this. See, it's kind of etching around. Looks like... Huh, that one has a slightly different pattern. So just standard beam. It hits, it kills the surface block, and moves on to the next one. Of course, this is just plate. So, we'll have to see what happens when I hit with a solid block. But before we do that, let's try the other combinations, which I don't have up right now, and I can't remember what they are. So, beam cannon. Let's see, I think this one's going to do very similar to the first. No. I'm thinking of beam missile, aren't I? That just shot clean through. Okay, so beam cannon, what's that down there? Beam cannon looks like the old beam cannon. It's just a continuous, you hold down the mouse button and it fires, doesn't lock on to anything of that nature. Although it looks like after I clicked it finished firing, or after I let go of the click it finished firing down there. And it just cuts a swath of death. Although not all the way through. That's interesting. If I let it rest a second, it'll look like it cut all the way through. Okay. Oh, I don't want to be in flight mode. I don't want to be in flight mode. Stop spinning. There we go. I want it to be in build mode over here. Beam missile, I believe this is another lock-on one. That didn't do much. Maybe I have to hold. Alright, let's try that again. Come on, charge. And a click and hold. That looks like... I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. But it does look like I did clear the whole way through. So I'm just going to do just a quick click. And that was it. Ah, okay. So, beam missile looks like it's a click and hold now. Looks like it tore through this one 2 layers deep. It looks like it did a much wider path of destruction than the beam cannon. Now beam, where am I? In flight mode or build mode? Those need to alternate, not just pop up both at the same time. Beam was a debugging. There was a test tool earlier, and it's supposed to be like a Death Star laser. So we click and it obliterates everything. And there we got that X pattern again. And as I understand, this is going to be greatly nerfed. This was just for testing damage. and all that good stuff. Come on. But it's still going to be a potent weapon. Actually, I wonder how much power this thing's actually using. I should probably take a look at the actual power usage of these things. But I'm at 4.6%. That's taking 11% to fire that. A straight cannon is going to be... Come on, stop that. Take me back down to... Oh, I'm still at 11 because I'm charging the beam. Alright, so I'm at 11.4 click. That's with 2.3 to recharge that cannon. Huh. Okay. And also, beams do not impart kinetic energy to the target, so they aren't going to spin like if you shot them with a cannon. Alright. That was fun. You know what's more fun? Shooting other things with the cannons. Just mirrors the background look wrong. Kinda looks like it's dotted or wavily or something. Don't know, it's probably just me. Alright. So let's pull out our solid armor. Oh, my double firing of missiles, I fixed that. That was my mouse going bad. And so right now I'm using this horrible little mouse that came with my computer. It's clearly a gamer mouse. It looks like Michael Bay made it. And it just feels wrong. But I have a mouse on the way. Who knows if it's going to be a good one, but I bought a new mouse. I was using a Razer Death Adder, but for some reason the software doesn't want to work on my computer anymore. But you don't care about that. You're here to see me shoot things with laser beams. Alright, so this is a 100 by 100 by 10. I think it's 10. It's either 10 or 5, one of those numbers. Just standard armor. Just a giant gray mass. I'm gonna shoot it. This is just standard beam. I'm just shooting, just see what happens. That appears to have bored a hole through it. Yep, just bore a hole clean through. But I thought on... Come on. This thing doesn't turn very well. Yeah, on that one, it kind of curved away a bit. Looks like they're tweaking graphical stuff, because that looks terrible. That isn't just a recording, that is not looking good in real time either. Yeah, the backgrounds don't look quite right. So either I've set something up wrong, or graphical stuff's getting worked on. Anywho. But you saw with the plate, it shot one, then it moved up and over and down and around, and it's kind of shot through. I wonder if I click and hold, if that has any difference whatsoever. Nope, this just looks like it bores... No. Clicking and holding appears that... I don't know. Okay, there's the lock-on feature. Alright, clicking and holding it locks on. Just clicking locks on. Clicking and holding looks like it changes the lock-on. Let's try that again. I'm going to choose that block there. It's going to fire. I'm not clicking, I'm just moving the mouse. I'm rotating a little. And it tried its best to lock onto that. Now we're going to try that again with clicking and holding this time. Yep, and it looks like every cycle or tick or whatever, it's trying to lock onto whatever the mouse is looking at. That's interesting. Wonder how the AI is going to work with that. That was just a right click, because I don't know why, it just was. And it looks like it's going to have similar behavior. Yep, looks like left and right click have the same behavior for beams. And I'm not sure why this is doing this. Sometimes it looks like it's just burrowing in with the single click. Other times it does look like it's trying to carve out a chunk. So I'm not sure about that. Looks like this penetration is back. I'm gonna shoot that with cannon because reasons. And I can't tell which was the cannon blast. I'm guessing that one because it still has debris in it. Anyway, doesn't matter. Alright, let's check and see how beam cannon reacts to a solid as opposed to that was a cannon. Beam cannon reacts to a solid mass instead of plates. And it looks like it's about the same. It's going to cut a little, and if I hold still, it's going to penetrate deeper. In fact, looks like the reason it snapped down, I'm guessing, is I cut clean through here, and it couldn't target anything, so it just defaulted to firing straight. Which is what beams have always done, that I can remember. You know, that is not a lot of damage for a 900 unit beam, and only cut like 2 deep. Some places 3 deep. Actually, no, 2 deep, some places 1 deep. Oh no, there's 1 deep. I guess I just paused a little longer there. That's still a devastating weapon, but I would have figured a little more for the amount of modules this has. Ah. You write your name in the armor. Oh, stop that. You're ruining my W. Alright, so now let's try beam missile, which I've already forgotten what that does. Oh, that looks like it's more of an explosive. I don't know what it was supposed to do originally, but it looks like instead of just boring a straight hole, it bores and applies acid damage as it goes in. There, that looks like it's trying to do acid damage or something. But instead of just going in clean, it looks like it's trying to perform acid damage as it digs. As it drills, I guess. Huh. I wonder what a right click for this does. I'm assuming it's going to be the same thing. Right click, well, yeah, it's going to be the same thing. Forget this one, you have to click and hold. So I don't think this is the original behavior that was listed in the dev blog. Probably somewhere changed. Oh, looks like right click just fires straight ahead for this one. Okay. And left click as we move should try to lock on as best it can, I guess. Huh. Don't know. But that's what it does. Oh, one more thing I wanted to test before we say goodbye. I wanted to test color. I hadn't been doing this. I've been neglectful. Blue light. We're going to make a blue light special. We're going to hit V there. Yep. It still works. Actually, you know, I've messed it up good. You can still change the color of the beam. That's nice. I'm assuming it works with the other whatever these are, weapons as well. See, nice blue beam. Oh, I had one more. I had beam, which is the super laser one. And let's see how that does. Yeah, it just chews clean through it. In fact, it's chewing through it faster than it can realize it's dead. Recharge is terrible. I would play more with this, but since I know it's a debug tool, I kind of want to wait until it's what it's supposed to be. Actually, how much power does this thing use? 4.6%? It's only at 11, that's not much power at all. Of course, I'm also using almost a million power reactor, 800,000 unit reactor. Okay. Well, that was fun. I'm finally glad we got to test beams. Alright, well anyway, I've been JW608, this has been Starmade. I will take you cats later. What's a raking shot look like this? Pretty bad. Anywho, I'll dig you cats later.